In 2016, we had this notion that an outdoor gallery could be created, but unlike so many of these, thinking of the one in Philadelphia, for instance, it might have a thematic through line, and that thematic through line could be the canon of the Anisfield-Wolf Book Awards. Not only are there 83 years of books that have changed history, but they're a renewable resource, so we get a new batch every year. And from that idea, 17 murals went up along the Red Line of the Regional Transit Authority, and now we've arrived at the second phase, which is taking 5 pieces of work from the canon into the interior of the trains.
So the work is inspired by a book called Sing, Unburied, Sing by Jesmyn Ward. There's a definite travel journey narrative, and then there's these very specific 6 characters. And so what was really kind of neat about this location is that there are 6 arches. It happened to just work really well with this location because not only do we have 6 individual arches, but we have 2 pillars that are essentially in conversation with each other. They're always separated by the street. They're always parallel with each other. So they're always kind of traveling together, but yet they can never be quite together.
I'm a book lover, and so to see the books that were celebrated, to know that many of them meant a lot to me personally, books that I have loved, that I have read multiple times, books that I have, chased people down and said, you need to read this, this is a wonderful book, it's going to change your life. To see them celebrated in a way that is not done in a lot of other places was so unique, and it really spoke to me. It made me feel welcome, it made me feel like I was at home. I think sometimes the literary world can be viewed as being difficult to access, and it shouldn't be.
I'm hoping that what the artwork says to people when they're sitting on trains, that 1, there is this award that's one of the most important awards in the country. It's born here. 2, that literature matters. 3, that artwork in public space matters. The combination of the 2 should hopefully make you feel a connection to something larger than yourself.
It's a very powerful vessel because we're seen everywhere. We have 400 buses out there. We have the trains on the tracks. They're moving, they're part of the community, and it brings the art down to where people are and becomes a fabric of their community. It also is much more culturally responsible because it's not an advertisement for a law firm or an advertisement for something. It's actually an advertisement for humanity.
If you look at books that address racism and equity, they're always a challenge to the status quo. And the most profound way to challenge the distribution of power is by the way we think.
So bringing this other layer, this kind of heavy content to public art connects people in a different way, in a philosophical way, in a human way. So it's not just about beautifying a physical 3-dimensional space at this point. It was this way to connect people to place and to connect people to one another.